Well, while many on the left seem to think President Trump's tariffs policies are bad, market data shows trillions of dollars in foreign investments are flowing into the U.S. directly as a result of the president's policies. Among notable investments are pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly pouring $27 billion into the U.S. market, a French shipping conglomerate investing $20 billion to build up logistics and shipping terminals, tech giant Apple investing $430 billion domestically, Siemens investing $250 million. There's many more. Experts say all of these investments are tied to bringing manufacturing jobs back to America. And joining me now to discuss this and much more is the president of Rubin Wealth Advisors, Bob Rubin. Bob, as always, good to see you. We just heard from the press secretary. We're seeing investments also from Merck, possibly from Pfizer as well. But we also have Trump's tariffs, to which the press secretary said we are in a period of economic transition. What do you make of this all? And what do you say to those who say, the president is intentionally crashing our market?
Listen, that's just crazy. President Trump has always viewed market gains as a key indicator of his administration's success. He's willing to accept short-term economic discomfort to achieve broader policy objectives. But the idea that he would intentionally crash the stock market is nuts. No president, Trump included, would deliberately harm the markets. It's just another baseless narrative pushed by the left to stir the fear and confusion. I mean, they should really be ashamed of themselves for saying that, but I know they're not.
Well, so what do you make of what is happening?
I mean, listen, President Trump has strategically used tariffs to leverage, to push for stronger U.S. policy objectives globally. In late 2024, he's threatened a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada, unless they took stronger action to curb the flow of fentanyl. Well, you know what his measure of success is? How many fewer fentanyl deaths there are. Imagine that, a president who actually cares about us. He's also used tariffs on China, not just for trade, but to pressure on the fentanyl, intellectual property theft, and national security concerns. So he's using tariffs for not just the financial aspect, and they're almost all retaliatory anyways, because they're basically, all these countries already have tariffs against us, to get them to remove their tariffs.
And, we mentioned, about the major companies investing in the U.S., the semiconductor companies, the pharmaceutical companies. A lot of these are going to create major jobs, some of them are very high-paying jobs.
It's very high tech. I mean, one of the companies you didn't mention was Taiwanese semiconductor
That's exactly the one that I'm talking about, yep.
Yeah, they're talking $500 billion to build this plant in Arizona. I mean, that's about as high tech as you get.
Several plants, I think like 4 or 5 plants.
Right. Eli Lilly, they're going to be doing pharma. They're doing precursors. We're not making pharmaceuticals right now in this country. That's dangerous. I mean, it's great that they're going to actually bring this stuff back to the United States. No, I think this is great. This is going to be a renaissance in manufacturing in this country like they've never seen.
So, I want to ask you about this as well, which I think is a big deal. Last week, President Trump, I don't know if you saw this, he held the first ever crypto summit. He also signed an executive order to establish a strategic reserve of cryptocurrencies by using tokens already owned by the government. What is your take on this move?
Well, I think that move is a game changer. It moved, I guess the move positions the U.S. as the global leader in digital assets. It strengthens our financial resilience. It ensures we won't fall behind China and Russia. Under Biden, crypto was attacked, pushing innovation offshore. Trump's reversing that, making America more pro-innovation, pro-business again. I mean, think about it. It's not just about the currency. It's about financial freedom, AI security, protecting us against banking overreach. President Trump is future-proofing the U.S. economy. It's a win for investors. It's a win for innovation. It's a win for national security.
And he brought, some big names to the table, and every single one of them said, "Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President, for doing this. This is so important."
It is important. And you know where this money's coming from? All these billions of dollars? They're coming from forfeitures, from criminal activities. So this isn't even like that the U.S. has to write the check. He's like, local police stations will buy, cars with civil forfeitures and all that. That's where this is coming from, except it's not a car. It's tens and hundreds of billions of dollars. It's a big deal what he's doing. I mean, I give him a lot of credit for this. This is for somebody, generationally of where he is, to be able to figure this out and have people around him to make this happen. It's very impressive.
Yeah. So I guess the big question now, so with all of that said about, the foreign investments coming to America, President Trump leading in crypto, where do you think are good opportunities for Americans to invest?
Well, right now with Bitcoin down. I think it's in the 70s, or might have hit the 70s. That's a great place to invest. There are EFTs available that you can invest in Bitcoin. The market, obviously, in the last couple of weeks has been soft, but that's good. I mean, you need to have corrections. Corrections are important for the market to come down, to gather itself, to start investing again. There's a lot of bargains out there. Tesla went down a lot yesterday. I bought Tesla this morning. Tesla's back up again a little bit. I think it's 50% off its high, so that's a really, really good specific investment there, depending on your situation, of course. But just buying some of the broader indexes right now, the way they're down, we could come down some more. Don't know. We don't know what's in the future. But don't get discouraged by the fact that the market's soft and it's come down. Markets need that. They need that correction time to gather up and to start going up again.
You're easing my mom's nerves. She literally calls me every single day. My Bitcoin is down. My Bitcoin is down. I'm like, no, don't worry. It's going to be okay.
Tell mom that she wants it in the 60s.
Right, okay.
She really does. If you look at the charts going back since Bitcoin started, every time the price of Bitcoin is retraced 50% from where it was previous high, you want to get down in the 60s. If we get down in the 60s, tell her to load the wagon, because it's going to just go do nothing up from there. Now, I don't know for sure. I'm not predicting.
I know, yeah.
The way the charts say, the way the charts speak to us, that's what we want to happen.
Okay.
So well, you can tell mom that.
It's going in that direction from what we see. Bob Rubin, as always, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Stella. It's great.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.